In our last qualifying heat, Hades survived death and runner-up Ramsey raged through. Time to crank up the carnage. Are you ready? Get ready, because it's the semi-finals. How exciting is this? We have 16 robots to get through in the semi-final stage. Of course, our 12 group winners plus 4 from the pool. And this is how the pool is looking at the moment. We have Real Thor and Chaos 2 automatically through because they have ended on 6 points. Now, because Real Thor won 2 clear 3-point wins, they'll take the first runner-up place, and the runner-up place first spot is against Ramsey in semi-final 2. Now, Chaos 2 will take up the second position up against last heat's winner, Hades. Now then, there is one final twist to the tale, and it's never happened before. We have a grand total of 7 robots on 5 points, which means our judges are going to pick the remaining 2 slots. Now, each robot has won a clear 3 points in their groups, and also each robot has won a clear judges win, equaling 5 points. Now then, who do the judges want to see? Oh, well, Weldor and Firestorm have gone. We have 5 machines left. The judges still picking. They do not want Massacre and Crimbot in the semi-finals. So it's between Dave, Bronchi and Daisy Cutter. 2 will survive the chop. And Dave goes, which means Bronchi and Daisy Cutter will now randomly be placed in each remaining space. So Bronchi will be against Blue. And that means, oh, what a challenge. It's Daisy Cutter 2 versus the 3rd seed's Captain Parrot. And we start now with semi-final 1. It's Jaws and Jolly Roger.
3, 2, 1, activate.
It's simple knockout. The winner goes straight through to the second round of the semis. We have 16 robots over 12 fights. This is the semi-finals. It's always great because it is so... It's dangerous. If you lose or make one single mistake, it could cost you a place in the next round. And the reigning champion Jaws here showing who is boss and king of the sea. Because Jolly Roger is also from that domain, not doing quite as well as Jaws. Jaws attacking Jolly Roger from the murky depths below. As Jolly Roger floats along, look, it's bobbing along. We're bobbing along. Now, of course, Jolly Roger topped Group 7 with 6 points, and Jaws, one of the few rarities to end the group on 9 points. Both worthy winners from their groups, but now it's head-to-head. There is no hiding in the arena. Jaws using its jaw on Jolly Roger. Both very strong armour. Jaws especially, the reigning champion, the number 1 seed here, dominating. And Jolly Roger here on the defensive, very much so, in towards Sergeant Bash. Now then, Jaws trying to get the flipper in underneath and flip Jolly Roger just like that, right on cue. And again, they need to self-right here. And if we go to the judge's decision, the points are currently in Jaws' favour. They can self-right from there and they have done, but they... Oh! Now then, Jaws' weapon has come off. I don't think I've seen that, certainly recently. Well, no weapon now for Jaws really to flip. Yes, they do have, of course, the Jaws at the back as the pit siren means that the pit is descending. We are going to a judge's decision. Now then, some would have thought maybe that Jaws would have done much better here against Jolly Roger.
Cease.
Jolly Roger, in many people's eye, always quite lucky with its fights, always quite average at best, but they've done well there. I don't think it's going to be enough though, all we confirmed. Well, there we go, and we can see that Jaws now goes into the second round of the semi-finals Static and XHuman next.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Sad to lose Jolly Roger at the same stage as it did last time. So, of course, that means Jolly Roger is out. Now we've got Static using the spin. Oh, do you know what? Static, there's so many flippers in the semi-finals. If Static go on to win the tournament, you know, they came so close to getting through to the grand final last time. If it just keeps spinning like that, it has every chance. Oh, well, until then, off comes a blade, a flywheel. That's not good for Static. As we can see that Static here now, it's lost both weapons. Now this is the thing, you see, once they've lost both weapons, it means that the robot is unstable and, well, as you can see, XHuman is trying to flip over Static. How they've lost both of the flywheels. They are seeded 5th for this series. They did brilliantly in the group. So did XHuman. They beat Chaos 2 in their group to come out on top, did XHuman. Oh! And Static, we nearly lost Static as it was off balance. Well, who's winning at the moment? Static, it cannot use its special ability, which of course is to spin, and it acts as a third weapon, the whole body. It's such a clever design, and do you know what? When it does work, it's unbeatable. It really is. But this is the only weakness here for Static, because of course, like I said, they have no Stream Egg. Well, I think XHuman may just be about on top here, because of course they do have the weaponry. Oh no! No! Oh, Static! Static was so lucky. XHuman is out. I don't believe it. Well, Daisy Cutter 2 here now, up against the lethal Captain Parrot.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Goodness me, the second round of this semi-final is shaping up to be devastating. And Captain Pirate here, can anything stop this robot? It nearly went all the way in the last series, and of course had a great run. It was one of only a few robots to win 9 points, a full 3 clear wins. Of course, Daisy Cutter making it through the pool. The judges wanted to see more from Daisy Cutter, so do not disappoint us, Daisy Cutter. But look at this! Look at the damage that Captain Pirate has already done to Daisy Cutter. That must have hurt. I mean, the chassis there is... I suppose both robots here are exposing bits that they shouldn't do. Look at this! A real test of saw shredding and blade busting here. Oh, we've got a mobilisation. We do.
Cease.
We do. It's Daisy Cutter. Well, they underperformed, and the judges wanted to see Daisy Cutter, but the pure power of the number 3 seed, too much. Well, this is shaping up to be a fantastic second round. In fact, we have the top 5 seeds. Will Chaos 2 make it a full house? Hades has a lot of work to do here.
1. Activate.
Don't rule Hades out. They performed brilliantly in the groups, much improved from the last time we saw them. Of course, Chaos 2 only just making it out of the group, can you believe? Of course, they went on to get through to the grand final last time. Chaos 2 here, probably still the favourites, but Hades has probably performed better than Chaos 2. Oh, and the flip. Is the flip going to be final? This will be very anticlimactic, and what a shame for Hades if their campaign was to end like this, because they have been very impressive. Oh, it is a shame. There's a sense of inevitability about that, wasn't there? And Chaos 2 makes the 4th seeded machine to go through, and look at that. What a second round lineup that is. Well, more on semi-final 1 shortly. Semi-final 2, I think, will be less predictable, but we have a fight and a half here. We've got Trackers and Twister next in the arena.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Veterans will remember Tracker's run in the last series ended at this point against Chaos 2. it was one of the best fights of the series for me. Chaos 2 and Trackers, they deserve to go better. And you know what? If it wasn't for this vastly improved machine of Twister 2, I think Trackers here could go far. They just got to defeat Trackers, but you know what? They're going to really have a fight on their hands here, because Twister 2, like I said, massively improved and has a hidden weapon, of course, with the Shremek arm. Trackers, can it do one better here in the arena as it tries to use its front-mounted flipper, very similar to Jaws, of course. Trackers topped their group with 8 points, and again another shove. Oh, dear me, still upended here. Twister 2 doing all of the work here. Oh, is Trackers going to fall at the same place, the same hurdle as last time? They've come on for another attack. Just leave Twister 2 there. But no, the self-righting mechanism, you can't actually see it. That's how sneaky Twister 2 is this time around. What a machine it is. Winning all 3 of its matches in Group 8. The pit descends. It was a fantastic performance from Twister 2. Trackers up against it. I really do think that unless something drastic happens, I don't think they're going to do enough if we go to a judge's decision, which is a shame, because once again they're going to fall at the same place. Sergeant Bash not helping matters. Look at that shove there, a little shove from Twister as we do go to a judge's decision. Oh, well, there's only one winner here as Twister spins into light and another final shove. Oh, Trackers, if they do lose this, they have lost it. The most unluckiest robot, I think. We've lost the 9th seeds. It's Lethal Weapon and Decapitator next in the arena.
3, 2, 1, activate.
And would you believe it? One of my favourite robots' performances so far. Lethal Weapon winning 9 points, all 3 fights of its group. It was fantastic in Group 4, and Decapitator coming out in Group 10 on 5 points, along with Welder and Pussycat. It was a very controversial group ending. We've lost the front flipper, though, from Decapitator, and look at Lethal Weapon spinning like this. Decapitator, can it go one better? They got through to the second round of the semi-finals last time, so they should pass Lethal Weapon, but do you know what? I love Lethal Weapon. How they have ended their group with 9 points. They've got through to the semi-finals. They have no Shremek. They have no real attacking strategy. They're out of control, and they're still landing on their feet after all this time in the arena. Do you know what? Lethal Weapon. I really am going to tip it to go all the way. If it keeps performing and it managed to avoid flippers in its fights. Look, it lands on its feet. Got more than 9 lives here. Decapitator can run both ways up. It's going to have to now. But without the front flipper, I don't think it can, you know. Has Lethal Weapon delivered the lethal dose, the lethal blow here to the 7th seeds? Decapitator here. Are we going to lose another seed to a total, I was going to say outsider, but, well, underrated to say the least. Yes! We have lost Decapitator. Look at this. Bouncing all over the place. Lethal Weapon. Can this go all the way? Out goes another seed. Blue and Bronchi next in the arena.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Well, it means that we're going to have 3 guaranteed unseeded machines in the next round of the semi-finals of semi-final 2. Blue, of course, has been in this position before, but they came through the pool last time, which means that they're not seeded. Bronchi, the judges wanted Bronchi back because of their magnificent performance in the heats. They were entertaining right to the very end, and well-deserved win it was, really. And it's great to see them here trying to fight and go one better than they did last time. At the moment, though, Blue is having all the fun. And once again, Bronchi has nothing. Bronchi! What on earth? It all happened there in the CPZ because they flipped blue. Well, blue were doing all of the flipping. Have they won? They have. They've knocked out the veterans, blue 1, 2, 3, and Bronchi. This is brilliant. This is the semi-final we wanted. Look at this. 3 relatively unknown robots to this series are through. Real Thor and Ramsey next.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Real Thor, of course, winning the pool and landing our first spot. Unfortunately, though, it's ended a bit badly because they're, for all their trouble winning that first spot at the pool, they've put themselves up against Ramsey, the runner-up, and Real Thor fell at this hurdle last time against Jaws. So they've really been quite unlucky in the semi-finals, now being up against the second seeds, the runners-up. Ramsey, though, 6-wheel drive. They had a bit of a wobble in the groups. They were up against 3 veterans, Behemoth, Mortis, and Firestorm. They only just escaped, but they are here. They are now ready. They've wiped the slate clean, and already, I think, are just about on top here against Real Thor. Real Thor now in all sorts of problems. Unlucky not to be seeded because last series, like I said, they did survive. Once again, surviving the pool. So that's 2 series in a row. Real Thor have come out on 6 points, both series in the pool. So they're making a bit of a habit of this, unfortunately, but it is getting them through. They just need to get one better. They need to get through. But at the moment, I don't think they've got enough power against Ramsey. Ramsey, such a powerful robot, sturdy robot. And of course, the drive, the 6-wheel drive, 3 wheels on each, means it can maneuver very well, very controlled. Again, it can push. It not only flips, it acts as a ramming robot. As you can see here, and the damage is done once again in Matilda's corner patrol zone. Thor, Real Thor, is this the end of the run for Real Thor this time around? Are they going to fall again at the same round as last time? It looks like it. It looks like Ramsey is on its way to another semi-final round 2 place. Matilda's not helping. Matilda's shredded. Look at Matilda. She's just got tusks there at the front. And so you can see here now coming in towards Shunt. Shunt now
Cease.
trying to have a go at Shunt. Well, the cease has called as Shunt does come out and Ramsey has a bit of a play. Well, there we go. Ramsey, the runners up, through safely in comfortable style to round 2. And look at that lineup. Well, as you pick a winner from those 4, we're going to take a breather now and go over to our ultimate challenge. And of course, last time, Decapitator, not only winning it in the first series, they won it again, overtaking Thor's record for this series. But we go over to Pussycat next.
Activate.
Pussycat winning, of course, its first ever fight, first 3 points in its group against Decapitator in group 10, of course. We'll be all cheering for Pussycat. Are they going to surprise us here again with another win against Dead Metal? Oh, do you know what? If the very least they can beat their last record, we can count along. 51 seconds they need to beat from their last performance in Ultimate Challenge. I don't know, I could think 10, 20, about 30 seconds so far. They just need another 20 seconds, you know. They're doing well, but being on the side there, does that count as immobilised? I'm not too sure. I think they're going to have to get the flipper involved here. Is this being counted down? No. Well, the flipper flips. I think they were just confirmation 3 seconds there off being counted out as an immobilisation, and I think they've beaten 50 seconds, should I say now. Dead Metal cannot claw or grasp Pussycat. Pussycat just needs to run away, and then they've beaten their score from last time. Yeah, that's stalemate. That I don't think we're going to get anywhere there. Confirmation on the cease. I think they've beaten 50 seconds, you know. I really do. I hope so for Pussycat's sake, because let's face it, if they do beat last time's record, which they have by 9 seconds, they've put up a much better performance for Megabots 2. Well done, Pussycat. I'm very pleased. Well, let's get back to the semi-final. Look at this lineup. This is a grand final lineup. if there ever was one. We've got Captain Parrot and Jaws, of course, a rematch from the grand final last time.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Of course, Jaws winning its match against Captain Parrot does mean we are going to lose a grand finalist from the last series here. So, is the champion going to be dethroned, or can Captain Parrot once again get into another grand final? For one robot, it'll be a repeat performance. They'll survive another semi-finals. Who is your money on? Jaws was very, very close to going out to Captain Parrot last time with one very lucky flip. They actually flipped Captain Parrot up and over. This is the power of the reigning champion. Look at that skill. Oh, they're going to give a little help from Bash. They've flipped Captain Parrot once again. That was skill. That driving, what they did there, they used the weapon, the Jaws weapon, to prevent Captain Parrot from even getting close to Jaws' armour. Went in, pushed against the arena wall, and used the flipper and pushed into Bash. That was brilliant. Captain Parrot, the third seed, out of Megabots 2. Their campaign ends. Oh, and Jaws, once more. Can this go all the way once again and retain the title? It's a feeding frenzy for the house robots. But look at this. What a shame. Captain Parrot, such a good robot. How Jaws manages to beat Captain Parrot for a second time is beyond me. Static and Chaos 2 next in the arena.
2, 1. Activate.
And this is the ultimate test for Static. A flipper, a proper flipper. I cannot see, unless they can rev up like that, Static escaping this, because Chaos 2 is formidable with the flipper, and of course, like I just said, against a robot with no Streamec. Now Chaos 2 raises its flipper there, you can see it's trying to get in and flip Static, but no, it's being denied because Static is using its whole body once again to spin. It is, I keep saying this, it is such a good design. And look, attacking Chaos 2 from the side, getting the blade, the flywheel to do all the damage, and it's worked, look. Helped out by Sergeant Bash, but what here can Chaos 2 do? They just need one lucky flip here. Static have performed so well in this series. They had a brilliant group stage, ending on 8 points. They actually lost at this stage last time to Jaws. Oh, and the flip, what was Chaos 2 doing? It flipped twice, and in doing so, Static has lost a flywheel. Static incredibly lucky there. Oh, it was so unlucky. Look, Chaos 2 now trying to flip once again. Static, because they've lost the balance here. Oh, well, I say they've lost the balance. Now, that's interesting. That's surprising. I think it's knocked Chaos 2 out. Chaos 2? What's happened to Chaos 2? Oh. Thought we were in for a shock there. But how do you pick from this? The 4th seed versus the 5th seed. A winner, a place in the grand final up for grabs. Will Chaos 2 once again get there, or can Static once trying to fight its way through? It's going to beat the clock. We are going to a judge's decision. Static have survived the clock. Chaos 2, has it done enough? I don't think it has, you know. Is this a first time grand final place for Static up for grabs? Yes! Chaos 2 and Captain Parrot out. Well, who do you pick from these four to join Jaws and Static? Bronchi and Twister 2 next. Two very much improved robots for me.
2, 1. Activate.
Well, I think on paper, going into the tournament, I wouldn't have put either robot at this stage of the competition, getting through to this stage of the competition, that is. So they've done both extremely well here. Twister 2 even more so. It's so powerful. Look at that. It's just pushed. Bronchi against the arena wall there. Look at this. Into Sakilalots doing all of the attacking here. Bronchi can it keep its little dabber at the back and its claw on this time? It actually looks like a dinosaur. It's doing the business there, but no, the armour there, very weak. As Twister 2 here doing all the damage. In towards Shunt. Pushing in towards Shunt. Bronchi over once again. Oh, Twister, get off the floor flip. The Pit of Oblivion there. Don't want you descending. Because it has happened in the series before. There's another push. He's got out. I've never seen that. Twister 2 just pushed. What on earth? A pushing robot has pushed Bronchi out the arena, which means... Oh, I couldn't believe what I just saw there. Twister 2 in the grand final.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Lethal Weapon. Would you believe it? It is one fight away from getting through to the grand final. Ramsey is going to do all it can to stop that from happening. Of course, Ramsey, been here before, done it, worn it, the t-shirt that is. Lethal Weapon is spinning around. It needs to stay away from the flipper, the front end there of Ramsey. Wouldn't it be great if Lethal Weapon... I mean, in terms of robot quality, you've really got to give this to Ramsey. I mean, certainly with consistency and the power and the track records. Just when you thought you could have seen something happen. Oh no! There's life. We've got life. What was Ramsey doing? They should have just left it. Oh, we're in for a shock here. You know, it's building up to be. Lethal Weapon. Spinning around. They've had a formidable campaign. I mean, regardless of what happens, you just wouldn't have put money on Lethal Weapon to even win one fight. Never mind 9 points, 3 fight clear wins, and a win here in the first fight of the semi-finals. Look at this, spinning around. Now Ramsey's in trouble. They're both stuck in there. Look, Ramsey. Oh! Lethal Weapon spinning around. It's very pretty. Harmless enough, though, unfortunately. Ramsey now, the pit descends. Have they done enough? Would the flip that Ramsey did to Lethal Weapon be enough? I don't think Lethal Weapon can do much here. They've been flipped again. Whoa! There could be a final twist to the tail for the last fight of the semi-finals. What a semi-final lineup this has been. Some brilliant fights here, some brilliant performances. Lethal Weapon being one of them. They are once again back on the wheels with a little help from Ramsey. I don't think they've done enough, though. I could be completely wrong. Ramsey being very careless, though, righting Lethal Weapon. And the judges have gone with... Oh, we were close. I thought we were going to have a surprise there. Ramsey, the second seeds, are through to the grand final. And there is your lineup for Megabots 2, the grand final. We have Jaws, Static, Twister and Ramsey all competing for the ultimate prize of Megabots Series 2 Grand Champion. Static, of course, and Twister, the underdogs. The reigning champion returning once again. Heat highlights. It's got to be the amazing push out of the arena. And out goes Bronchi. Twister 2. Can this go all the way? The answer is coming up.